Greetings folks, I'm back in my beloved Donegal in a place called the Poison Glen. Beautiful, wild place, not too far from the main road in Donegal, but absolutely stunning place no matter what the weather. Today, really changeable conditions, hail, sleet, snow, coming in, going almost as quickly as it came. Behind me here, you got some clouds gathering, which I hope are going to come this way and add a bit of atmosphere against the backdrop of the hills there, which are just kind of licked with a bit of snow at the moment. I got a nice S curve of the river flowing into the landscape. It's a bit cliched, but it's good to be out, getting the eyes working again, getting the seeing eyes seen as such. So fingers crossed we get some light and some drama. So I've tweaked my composition, get off the high ground, down in amongst this rock that I found here. Clouds rolling across the distant hills. Got this beautiful boulder in the foreground and some nice rapids around that. And the yellows and browns of the grass are just nice. It's a kind of a winter picture, but it has something that I actually like. I really have my doubts about this image. So I've been playing with this composition for the last few minutes. While they're beautiful, it just needs a bit of light to kind of pop them up, to create some, give an extra texture, extra dimension, an extra bit of depth to the scene. And that really doesn't happen now. There's some blue skies over here, so I'm hoping in a few minutes, when they move this way a small bit, it'll light up the valley and the hills there. This composition vertical is better. It's got a better flow to it. I just need to come slightly, yeah, that's better. That's it, that is it. So this composition is way more interesting than vertically. I got some river rapids at the very foreground, the big boulder, and then there's a magnificent vista behind it. Nice. Getting a little bit of light. So I've got some gorgeous light at the moment. Foreground's illuminated. Mountains in the shadows. Composition really works well. I think it does. And if this image is any good, I'll show it to you now. So I've left the Poison Glen. Conditions are absolutely stunning today. It's what, mid-February, it's been 4 or 5 degrees. The sea, there's a big swell coming in off the Atlantic and it's wild. And I spent the last maybe 15-20 minutes just simply walking along, taking lots of frames, and realistically I know I'm wasting my time. I really need to try and switch the seeing eye on, as I call it, and find a composition that works, makes use of these magnificent conditions. But look, what I'm going to do now is hike along this shoreline here and try and find a composition that's different or new. But I have photographed this place before over the last 20-25 years. They've all failed. I'll go back to one of my old haunting spots. But we'll see how this goes. And right now, oh my God, look at those waves. Ah! Jesus Christ. Good morning folks, back to that spot where I was yesterday where the waves were and the wind were piling in. This morning, it's only the waves are piling in and it is stunning. Gonna get set up here, try and get down onto those rocks without killing myself and find 1 or 2 compositions. First hues of dawn are getting into the sky. The moon is out. It can't get better than this. Not a bad way to spend the morning. So I'll come back to that location I was at yesterday with the wind and totally different day. Back using almost the exact same composition. These leading lines in the foreground, the waves crashing, got exposure time about 1 second, and the moon is a backdrop over the island there. I've taken a separate exposure for the moon so I can blend that together later on in post. But it looks really nice. Really happy with this. Setup wise, 16 to 35 on, 20 mils, 1.6 seconds, F10. It is gorgeous. Well, as you can see, things are just a little bit special. Nature's doing its magic this morning. I've got these beautiful clouds been lit up by the rising sun. Lovely sea spray, which hopefully in a few minutes will be illuminated by that rising sun. And gorgeous waves just rolling in. Just special, absolutely special. So let me take you through the composition here. I've got these lovely rocks in the foreground, but they're lethal. I'd love to be out further, but I can't. Gorgeous clouds been lit up by the rising sun. Lovely light starting to form in the water, and the sea spray. I'm really hoping that gets illuminated when the sun gets a bit higher. It is absolutely stunning. Setup wise for me, I'm doing a couple of things. I'm playing with the ISO up to 500, 640 to bring the shutter speed down to about 1 second. And tripping the shutter just to get some drama in the waves as they roll in. Also dragging that shutter down as well to about 3 and 4, 5 seconds exposures. So when the water's rolling out, I'm tripping that shutter, which kind of helps create some drama and break up the shapes in the rocks in front of me. First rays of sun are just starting to lick the top of the land and the waves, and it is spectacular. I've taken a lot of wide angle shots in this trip, so I've got the change of plan, 70 to 200 on, ISO 200. I got a grad on, or neutral density filter, just to slow the shutter speed down to about 1 second, just to capture the drama. It is stunning, like I mean stunning. Jesus, look at that. Ah! From another magical trip to Donegal, a place that has been drawing me for 25, 30 years at this stage. It's so much more than just Malin Head and Fonnet and Port and all these other places us photographers love to go to. Every back road, side road, has just something waiting to be discovered. It's a beautiful place, wildly beautiful, and it's why I love it.